My experience using Gemini on the Pixel Watch, a review. Imagine having an assistant on your wrist that can tell you about pastries with hilariously inappropriate names. Sounds fun, right? But here's the twist. What happens when that assistant occasionally gets things wrong? That's exactly what I discovered while trying out Gemini on my Pixel Watch. Let's dive into the details of this experience and explore why it's both fascinating and slightly concerning. Right off the bat, Gemini made me laugh with its response to a seemingly innocent question from my curious 3-year-old. When asked for a list of pastries with silly names, one of the answers was Nun's farts. Yes, you read that correctly. While this quirky reply perfectly fit the request, it also left me wondering how reliable such information really is. Is Nun's farts actually a pastry name, or did Gemini just invent something outrageous? This moment encapsulated the double-edged sword of AI-powered assistants. They're entertaining, but not always trustworthy. Google recently rolled out an update for wear-OS devices, bringing Gemini Assistant to smartwatches like the Pixel Watch 2. To my surprise, setting it up wasn't complicated at all. The update arrived automatically, accompanied by a notification letting me know it was ready to go. No tinkering required. A pleasant change from the usual tech headaches. Over time, I've grown accustomed to having Gemini available whenever I use my Android phone. It's become particularly helpful for those tricky questions that aren't easily answered by a quick Google search. For instance, does scrubbing a sweet potato before peeling it really make a difference? My husband shouted yes from another room, and Gemini confirmed his answer succinctly. So far, so good. Gemini also impressed me with practical recommendations. Asking where to find great coffee nearby yielded a solid list of local shops, including 2 of my personal favorites ranked at the top. When prompted further, it even launched Google Maps to guide me to the nearest option. In another test, it accurately identified a trendy third-wave cafe in a different neighborhood. These interactions felt seamless and genuinely useful. However, not everything went smoothly. Take calendar management, for example, a feature I often rely on AI for. While Gemini handled basic tasks like adding new events without issue, it stumbled when asked about tomorrow's schedule. Despite having appointments lined up, it insisted there was nothing planned. Additionally, shared calendars remain elusive. It couldn't access events from someone else's calendar linked to mine. This limitation feels familiar to anyone juggling multiple Google calendars. It's frustrating, but expected. Things got trickier when I tested Gemini's knowledge of real-time schedules, like ferry departures. Requesting the next ferry from downtown Seattle to Bainbridge Island resulted in an answer that was off by a whopping 35 minutes. Yikes. Normally, I wouldn't depend on Gemini for critical timing info, but wearing it on my wrist makes it tempting to do so. The problem? With no web browser or easy verification method on the watch itself, you're forced to blindly trust its responses, unless you grab your phone to fact-check. And let's talk about trust for a moment. AI systems are notorious for occasional inaccuracies or outright fabrications. Yet their convenience keeps us coming back for more. Even though I pride myself on being cautious and verifying important details, I suspect I'll lean heavily on Gemini simply because it's always there. After all, once you realize you can ask random questions hands-free, you start doing it more often. Just remember, double-checking matters, especially for crucial info like ferry times. I'm willing to bet I'm not alone in craving this level of accessibility. Interestingly, my tech-skeptical husband has started chiming in with requests like, ask your watch, whenever he needs quick answers and his phone isn't handy. Once people see how effortless it is to interact with wearable tech, they quickly adopt it themselves. However, this raises an intriguing question. Are we becoming too reliant on tools that sometimes get things wrong? So here's the big debate. Should we fully embrace AI assistants like Gemini despite their flaws? Or should we approach them with caution until they prove more dependable? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear whether you think these gadgets are worth the risk. Google Gemini Drops. Monthly AI updates and tips explained. Imagine a world where staying updated with the latest advancements in AI is as simple as checking your favorite newsfeed. That's exactly what Google has achieved with the launch of Gemini Drops. This new monthly update feature is designed to keep users in the loop about the latest enhancements in its generative AI tool, Gemini. Launched on July 18th, Gemini Drops serves as a comprehensive changelog, offering insights into new features and practical tips to maximize the AI's potential. Google's vision for Gemini Drops is to empower users to explore generative AI more effectively, boosting productivity and creativity. The platform presents updates in an easily digestible format, ensuring that users don't miss out on any new functionalities or improvements. This approach not only keeps the user experience seamless, but also fosters a sense of community around the evolving technology. In its inaugural edition, Gemini Drops highlights several exciting updates. One standout feature is the integration of VO3, a revolutionary tool that converts photos into short video clips, marking a significant leap in multimedia capabilities. This innovation opens up new possibilities for content creation and sharing. Another noteworthy enhancement is the availability of Gemini on smartwatches running Wear OS 4 or later, extending its reach beyond traditional mobile and desktop platforms. This expansion underscores Google's commitment to making AI accessible to a wider audience. Gemini 2.5 Pro, the advanced version of Google's AI model, also receives a boost with performance and responsiveness optimizations. Additionally, the introduction of captions in Gemini Live enhances user interaction and accessibility during live AI-driven conversations. Users can easily access or update the Gemini AI app through the official Google Play Store for Android or the Apple App Store for iOS. The app's interface and update notifications provide convenient download links. The launch of Gemini Drops reflects Google's ongoing dedication to refining and expanding generative AI. By providing regular updates and usage tips, the company positions Gemini not as a static tool, but as a dynamic resource that adapts to user needs and technological progress. But here's where it gets controversial. How do you see the future of AI integration in everyday devices? Should AI tools like Gemini be more accessible, or do you think there are concerns about privacy and security that need to be addressed first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Google Gemini on Wear OS. The future of smartwatch assistants. Get ready for a game-changing moment. Google's Gemini AI is now rolling out to Wear OS watches worldwide, and it might completely transform how you interact with your smartwatch. But here's where it gets controversial. Some people worry that packing such powerful AI into a device on your wrist could feel intrusive. And this is the part most people miss. It's available not just on the latest Galaxy Watch, but on a broad range of Wear OS 4 Plus devices. 2 weeks after its big reveal, alongside Samsung's Galaxy Watch 8, Google Gemini is officially available for all supported watches running Wear OS 4 or higher, including the Pixel Watch, older Samsung models, Oppo, OnePlus, Xiaomi devices, and more. Google first offered a sneak peek at the redesigned interface back in May before I/O 2025, but the full rollout is only happening now. Updating is straightforward. Open the Play Store on your watch, scroll down to Manage Apps, and look for the update from Google Gemini on Wear OS. This replaces the old Google Assistant app. After installing, you'll receive a notification that says Gemini is now on your watch. Once you've installed it, you can summon Gemini in multiple ways. Say, "Hey Google," long press the side button, tap the app icon, add a dedicated complication on your watch face, or use the redesigned tile. The tile now sports a fresh Material 3 expressive design and still lets you assign 2 quick actions of your choice. And don't worry, the handy at-a-glance complication remains available. When you launch Gemini, you'll arrive at the Ask Gemini screen, complete with a soft glow at the bottom. Compared to the old assistant, Gemini is much better at understanding natural language queries. It can reply with voice, text, and even images when appropriate. Each response features thumbs up and thumbs down buttons, plus a microphone icon so you can leave audio feedback. Google does caution that Gemini can make mistakes, so double check it. One major advantage of this upgrade is access to specialized Gemini apps and extensions. Think Google Search, Messages, Maps, Workspace, and YouTube Music, all working together on your wrist. You'll see a brief connecting screen before receiving your answer, but overall, the experience feels seamless. As of today, we're seeing the new Gemini Assistant live on all supported watches across the globe. Here are some real-world examples to illustrate what you can do. General assistance. For how long should I roast sliced vegetables and at what temperature? Do I need an umbrella today? Send a message to Nadia apologizing for running late. Personal memory. Remember I'm using locker 43 today. Remember I parked on level 4, spot 27. Remind me to go grocery shopping after work. Workspace, Gmail, calendar, docs. Where's the coffee place Emily emailed me about? Summarize my last email from Emily. Add my son's next 5 baseball games to my calendar. What is the address for my dentist appointment today? Navigate there. Yufu Music. Create a playlist for a 10-minute mile run. It features on Pixel Watch. Start my run or pause my workout to control your exercise. What's my heart rate? Or how many steps have I taken today to get live health stats in the Fitbit Today app? If you want to stay up to date with every new Wear OS feature, add 9 to 5 Google to your Google newsfeed. Full disclosure, some of the links we share are affiliate links that earn us a small commission at no extra cost to you. So, what do you think? Is embedding a powerful AI like Gemini on your watch a brilliant leap forward? Or does it cross the line into constant surveillance? Share your thoughts below. Agree, disagree, or ask your own questions about AI on your wrist.